Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Good afternoon. It's the lead up to Christmas, and a lot of people, haven't got the money. People like myself live on my own. It's just a load of hype. So I'm just getting on with my life. I don't poke my nose into other people's business. I just let them get on with it, and then they just get fed up and find something else to do and bother somebody else, hopefully. So, good afternoon. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 3:54
It's 3:54 p.m. So, I live by myself. My kids are adults. They're adults. So, what's it like living underneath a guy that's got 4 or 5 kids? It's hell on earth. It is, especially, what I've been through in my life, but I just laugh and let them get on with it because I'm not interacting with them, I just let them get on with it. It's been going on and off for 4 years. I'm happy by myself. I don't get involved with other people. So if we recap what's happened today, I didn't go out to the co-op. I seriously haven't got the money. I'm obviously debating what day to go out and get the bits that Sainsbury's failed. A mashed up chocolate Santa Claus, mouldy oranges, and do you know what Sainsbury's refunded me? £1.40. I paid about £2.35 for that chocolate Santa, and they've given me a voucher for £1.40. £1.40. I don't know how they worked that out because I didn't keep the chocolate Santa. I didn't keep the bottom half of it. So how can a refund of £1.40 replace about £2.25 that I've lost? I just don't get that one. I don't think I'll be shopping with Sainsbury's again, so they can keep the £1.40. I don't think I will be shopping. That's the second load of shopping that's arrived in a bad condition. That's enough for me. And offering me £1.40 when the chocolate Santa came to more than that. I just don't know how they worked that out. So I got up this morning late because I went to bed late because of the horrendous noise upstairs. It was really, really bad. I eventually went to sleep. I put 2 fans on, which make, white noise they call it, if there's a load of noise going on at night and you can't sleep. So if you replicate a washing machine or a large fan, that can help you go to sleep. So I put 2 fans on, and I went to bed, and I must have just nodded off. I woke up late, 9:15. And of course, when I start moving, the noise starts again. So if I just sit here like a stone statue, like don't speak, don't move, don't put the telly on, then you don't hear anything. As soon as you start to put the telly on, move, or do something, they start. I don't know whether I'm metal and they're magnets or something, because they keep trying. I don't know what that is. It's all right for them to move about, put their telly on, but as soon as I do it, then they're off. What's that? So I took Max out for a walk. There was people on the fields, and I just walked Max, no problems. Came back into my flat, and I have to occupy myself to lunchtime when I take Max out again. So I cooked myself a chicken tikka masala with rice. I had a toffee mullah light yogurt afterwards. I had a cup of coffee. I did a load of Italian, learning Italian lessons, and I played a couple of games on my tablet, and I played some Scrabble Go words, and I didn't sing any songs. When he's not upstairs, I can be myself, so I sing songs and I'm myself, but he's upstairs. He's been upstairs since Friday night. And I feel like, you know what I mean? I don't want to. I want to be myself, but how can I? Because it feels like I'm being punished for singing or punished for speaking every time I move or do something. Sounds like a fucking orca whale is running across the ceiling and pouncing on it. Or they turn music up to the full volume. It's like they're trying to control me like a dog. You know what I mean? I'm not being electrocuted, but every time I try and do something, there's a loud noise. It's weird. But what do they think I am? Lassie? Seriously, I mean, I've got long hair like Lassie. So basically, cooked my lunch, sat down with it. It was relatively quiet, not too bad. There has been post. So 2:00, me and Max got ready, and I'll show you my one bit of solitary post. And remember about my dad, Derek, with the small red Toyota Starlet, and his bank was Barclays. My dad's bank was Barclays. Originally, my bank was the NatWest, but they closed my bank account in 2020 during COVID, and I transferred to Barclays Bank. So I've got a letter from Barclays Bank, right? There's not a cheque or anything. There's no cheque or anything like that. It's not a failed direct debit, which it usually is. And this is Barclays Bank in Leicester, where my father Derek was born in he was born in Oadby. So it's alright, they're thumping on the ceiling while I'm trying to do this video. It won't do them any good. Dear Miss Marshall, please check your details so we can tell you when your statements are ready. How to update your contact details. That's all it is. So it's not Christmas Eve post. We'll see what we get on Christmas Eve. Because I remember many yonks ago, I used to get debt letters. We'd be struggling and we'd get debt letters and God knows what else. We'll see what the mail is Christmas Eve. It's not Christmas Eve yet. Right, there is thumping on my ceiling. I'm sorry, I'm going to speak in my own flat. You can't stop me, whoever you are. So where was I yet? That was the post, Barclays Bank from Leicester. Went out and it was like wet on the ground. It's really wet outside now, but it was just like sprinkling with rain. And I'm struggling to breathe in this weather. I don't know why. Alexa, what's the humidity?
At the moment, the humidity is 85%.
It's 85% humidity. I'm struggling to breathe outside, especially when it's windy. I don't know if it's got some sort of cold coming on, because I have a sore throat. Anyway, I went outside and Kim, the blonde lady in the co-op, was stood against the wall like this with her long blonde hair. And my hair isn't blonde, it's like coffee coloured. So Kim was stood like this with her face turned to the wall. And I just walked onto the field, right? I did. I hadn't been in the co-op this morning. And there was one bloke with a sandy Labrador dog. And apart from that, there was somebody walking around with a white hat on without the bobble. And I just walked off the field and I didn't ring anybody, I wasn't talking to anybody, and I just like came home and came into my flat, right? And I just thought something's gonna start. There's Kim like this, you know. I thought, wait for it. You're in for it, girl. You're gonna get the full force of the noisy bastards upstairs. I thought, brace yourself. You know what I mean? Because I told Kim in the co-op I was having noise from upstairs, and it's got worse. Right? So I just, it was quiet to start with. I walked into the flat there, and I sat down, and there was no telly on, nothing. And I just go over to the corner of where I was looking out the window yesterday, and because the Sainsbury guy said, "Was you waving at me?" And I go over to the window because I like, I'm alone in my flat for 7 days a week. I like to see outside what's going on, if that's okay. So I thought, right, let's go into Star Maker, and Phil Collins in the air tonight, one of the songs I wanted to sing. And I wasn't loud at all. I wasn't like loud. And somebody turned a stereo system on. So I told you, every time I speak, and my voice is quiet. So every time I speak, go and do something, they start. So the stereo went on, full blast, like right high up, like it was thumping through my kitchen ceiling. I started to feel sick. I thought, was that going to be sick? It's not my taste in music. It's horrible. Now his kids screaming now. Oh! Ow! Fighting each other. Right, here we go, thumping. The big kid starts thumping the little kids, and they start thumping my ceiling. So basically, do you know what I had to do to drown the noise out? I had to put the Hoover on. The Hoover. When I had my washing machine, I used to do a bit of washing to drown them out, but it's broken. So I stuck the bloody Hoover on. Just left it on for half an hour till they shut the fuck up. They get cooped up in there, they don't go out, so they start fighting each other, you see. Anyway, I put the Hoover on, and then I started singing and, doing my bits and pieces and ignoring it, because I'm not going up there. I refuse. And here we are now. So my post was a Barclays Bank piece of rubbish. I keep myself to myself because, that bloke is obviously single with those kids. And not being nasty, but what woman is going to take 4 screaming kids on that thump each other and thump their father? Vice versa. I'm certainly not having other people's kids hit me either. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going anywhere near that. It's like a fucking time bomb waiting to go off, that is. So I'm in my flat, on and off, you get bang, 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 screaming, throwing things. They get spoiled. they're not being neglected or anything like that. He buys them stuff. They're just like, I think they're autistic. I couldn't cope with it. What, kids hitting you and being nasty? I couldn't cope with it myself. So I'm in my flat. I'm on my own. I'm not going outside. It's raining. I've taken Max out for a walk already, but this is affecting my mental health and my physical well-being. I mean, if they're that, they need somewhere. They shouldn't be in a flat. Like, if they've got like problems with autism and he's got 4 or 5 kids up there with autism, they shouldn't be stuck up in a flat all day, should they? I don't know what, this has been going on for 4 years and they're getting bigger. I mean, if they're walloping him now and they're about 9 or 10, wait till they're 15 or 16. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that was a nasty one. Sounds like someone's trying to break into my flat. You can't hear it because you need a microphone. It is awful. It's making me feel ill. It's horrible. 2020, 2021, I went down to a size 10 in clothing, which is making me feel sick. Now it's cut down to every 2 weekends, or when it's a holiday, they can be up there for like 6 days. It's awful. And I'm just letting other people know it's not only you if you're suffering from this over Christmas. I've got it too. See you later.